Alongside Teresa Palmer, Sarah Wright Olsen welcomed her husband and NCIS Los Angeles star Eric onto the podcast back in November. The husband and wife duo honestly opened up about their lives away from the world of acting and how they've dealt with things like grief and parenthood, among other topics. Teresa wasted no time in diving deep into the CBS drama star's thoughts as she quizzed him on the seemingly perfect lifestyle they share on social media. Teresa opened the podcast episode by asking Eric, "I think when we look at the Olsen family from Instagram, we get a certain perspective. It's the highlight reel, it's beautiful. I mean, you guys are so ridiculously pretty, it's unbelievable. Just like aesthetically, you're both beautiful, and then you have these gorgeous children, and you're just glamorous and cool, and couple goals. You travel, you work. Tell me about this, because we see these little snippets and I wanna know what it's really like. Give us the stuff beneath that." Poking fun at the question, Eric weighed in, "That was such a Jason Bateman question, there were like 75 parts to it." After the trio shared a chuckle, Eric candidly replied, "I think the first part of the question is the Instagram version of our life the same version that we live on a regular basis? Listen, I think we've all read the studies on like Instagram and how kind of dangerous that is for mental health of people. So much of that is the comparison of lifestyles and the fact people really do highlight reels, which makes anything seem kind of unattainable. Therefore we see the chemical reaction to watching other people live the best versions of their lives versus the reality of ours." Defending his and his wife's output on the social media site, he continued, "So I think we do a pretty honest and authentic job of kind of the highs and the lows, but so much of our collective perspective is that life is spectacular but fleeting." He delved further, "We've both seen a lot of loss in our life, so I think that we have anchored, and we just had this conversation literally yesterday when I was in the shower, we've anchored sadness in some of those losses, but therefore because of that you really get to enjoy and celebrate all of those highs. And it makes everything, I guess as a philosophy I go back to my dad, you celebrate the little things as well. And if you find yourself celebrating the little things consistently, that's just a really kind of wonderful way to explore life. So I think the Instagram version of it, we're both really honest about how we approach the world and approach each other, and I think we both agree the highlights of our lives are these children and the adventures we get to go on. I think about how lucky we are that we get to do those things and that we get to do jobs that we love, and we're grateful for that." Sarah and Eric regularly update their fan base on each of their Instagrams, with Sarah boasting an impressive 223k followers. Eric, on the other hand, shares updates his follower base of 543k. The actors have shared their journey through pregnancy, illnesses and childbirth openly with their followers over the years. Olsen remains an integral part of NCIS LA, which is now in the midst of its 14th season on CBS. He'll also appear in the franchise's historic three-way crossover with the flagship drama and fellow spin-off NCIS Hawaii in January. Sarah is also an actor whose CV boasts roles in Spinning Out, Marry Me, Parks and Recreation, and Walk of Shame. NCIS LA returns to CBS in the USA on January 2nd. A UK release date is yet to be announced.